Hello YouTube, Matthew Williams here. Now you know how I fucking hate Apple, and it really is just a complete fucking waste of time trying to tell Apple users that really Apples are quite shit. And here's why. Have a look at this. I've got a Apple iBook G4 in front of me, and I've been asked to fix it. And guess what? They took it into a store and said, "Can you fix this please?" And they said, "Well, give us 20 quid. No, we can't fix it." Great. Do you know why? Because nobody except Apple, who have secret little fucking files that they will not release to people on how to fix their fucking computers. No, only Apple seem to know how to fix them. And if you go on the net, as I did earlier on, and try to find a solution for this one, you just get told by Apple users, "Oh, it just must be you. Have you dropped it on the floor or something? If you dropped it, it's just like, who? Why should it do that?" Yeah? Why should it do that? Because that's what they fucking do. Now, I've installed 17 different Apple Macs with their operating systems, and one thing I know for certain is that the fucking mouse gives you shit. The mouse either works or it doesn't fucking work. Okay, now here we go again. Completely fresh install, right? Completely fresh. Okay, it's got all its drivers, it's got all its bits and pieces in there, but do you think the mouse will work? No. So what do you end up doing? Well, here you go. I shall show you, right? Just to prove that this is actually happening. Okay, so let me see if I can get this thing on fucking screen first, right? So let's zoom in a little bit so you can actually see. So there we are, look, it's a bit strong, hang on, let's just go about there. Okay, now, can you see that with the USB mouse, which is plugged in here, USB mouse, can you see we have mouse, yeah? If I unplug the USB mouse, guess what? Trackpad doesn't work. No trackpad, no trackpad. I have rebooted the Apple in safe mode, which some people have said would fix it. It didn't fix it. I have cleared the P RAM. I've cleared the non-volatile RAM, the NV RAM. I've also reinstalled the operating system again, and it still hasn't fixed it. I have gone and done the updates. It doesn't fix it. And guess what? Everybody on the internet says, "Oh yeah, it's a well-known fault that. Yeah, and Apple never seemed to have really sorted it out." And you've had people who've gone and bought new trackpads and installed them, and it still doesn't fix it, right? And they've said, well, maybe it isn't appearing in the USB devices. Well, I tell you what, it is. If I go up to Preferences and I go to About This Mac and I go to More Info, in the USB list is a trackpad. So it actually sees that it has a trackpad. About This Mac, I shall show you, right, More Info, okay, More Info, USB, down by here, and let's just show the screen so you can see what I'm talking about, right? Let's just show the screen so you can see up by here. Here it is. Here it is. Right. USB Apple internal trackpad. Okay? Apple internal trackpad. So, the operating system recognizes you have a trackpad. The operating system will not let you use the trackpad. And even though this is OS 10.4, this problem has happened in 10.1, 10.2, 10.3, 10.4, and it probably, I think it's happened up to 10.5 that I've installed, and I've never installed a 10.6. So, Apple, piece of fucking shit. These types of problems happen a lot. Can you get help for them? No. If you take them back to the Apple store and you leave it there with them, they do magic tricks. But you never ever find out what they actually did. So you can never ever fix it yourself, and it's just an excuse to take it back to fucking Apple to give them some fucking money, which I'm not about to do. So, if the person who asked me to fix it wants to do it, fair enough, but this is just the type of shit you get from Apple. Now, let's just see what some of the people have said about this. Now, this is from the Apple support communities, right? "My trackpad stopped working a few months ago. I just got out. I just found out that there's a syspref for the trackpad, but I do not find it. Yeah, any help would be appreciated. Jamie, right? And this is a this one's got level 4, 1330 points. Jamie, I don't see a trackpad preference file for my PowerBook either. The window that pops up under System Preferences, Keyboard, Mouse is controlled by a file at HD System Library Preference Panels, Keyboard, Pref Panel. Do you recall what the circumstances were when you lost your trackpad? I.e., were you traveling with it? Have you dropped it, or has it ever been moved? Yes. Okay. Does the trackpad show up? If it shows up or not, at least I'd run a repair permissions on your computer to see, well, I've done that, but it's been installed from scratch, so the repair permissions should be set correctly anyway. Launch Disk Utility and click HD on, click on your hard drive icon that shows up, then click Reset Repair Disk Permissions. Done that, right? And then it just basically goes from people saying then, you know, thanks for the reply, but it didn't work. It still stopped. No. Did it solve it? No. You know, this guy's gone out and bought one. It didn't work. He's gone out and bought another trackpad. Spent 50 quid. Still didn't work. Yeah. And do you know what the end solution is? Personally, at this point, I'd take it down to an Apple technician to see if they could diagnose what's wrong. Yeah. Now, I have read about 30 posts on different sites from people explaining exactly the same fault. Their trackpad stopped working. Yes, it's there. They can see it. Yes, it was working 1 minute, then it wasn't. Oh, I've reinstalled the operating system. Now the trackpad doesn't work. Yeah? Great. Yeah, it's either the keyboard or the trackpad just disappears. Wonderful. What a great little computer. Fuck Apple.